Everybody, this is Fred Ricciani of TSC News. I have right here via Skype a very special guest. She is Sadia Hussein, the founder of House of Sadia. Her collection was on display at New York Fashion Week and will be on display at Jersey City Fashion Week from September 25th to the 28th. Sadia, thank you so much for the time. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me, Fred. It's an honor.
Hey, my pleasure. Now, I am disappointed that summer is wrapping up. However, we do have Jersey City Fashion Week to look forward to. How'd you get involved with the show and the great cause?
Well, a lot of my work through my own company is charity based, so I donate a percentage to various charities throughout, the year. They just randomly change up and stuff. And so what attracted me most to Jersey City Fashion Week was the fact that it's not just about fashion alone. It's like fashion with a cause. So you're, supporting charities and you're supporting people and kind of showing that, fashion isn't just about, how you look or, it's just not on the outer. It's about helping people and making sure that, you're giving back to society at the same time. And last year was my first year participating in Jersey City Fashion Week, and this year I'm back again because the whole organization is just perfect. The way it's run, Disha is the founder. Disha Jackson is the founder, and she's just amazing to work with as well.
Now, we here at TSC just covered our very first New York Fashion Week, and it was just bananas. How was New York Fashion Week for you?
Oh, it was crazy. I'm actually 8 months pregnant too.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So it was very tough. It's very hectic backstage, and the models and dressing them, and things change last minute as well. So, but it was such a great experience. I'm definitely going to be doing it every year along with Jersey City Fashion Week. I think both of them are very, good, I guess, platforms to be in for my company.
And for those that don't have the pleasure of attending New York or Jersey City Fashion Week, can you tell everybody a little bit about your collection and how it came about?
Well, it has, it's very ethereal in a sense that it has my Pakistani background in it as well. And then I mix like different vibes. Like this year, the collection is very, very Grecian, with like flower headpieces and a lot of hand embroidery and silks and chiffons. Very, at the same glamorous, but yet at the same time very wearable. It's ready to wear, which I usually do couture.
And what drew you into fashion in the first place? Because it is definitely a tough industry, not only to get into, but to maintain success in.
Yeah, my background is actually in finance, believe it or not. But I went to FIT, and I just fell in love with the whole industry. That there's the different aspects of it and different ways that you can get into it. It's a very tough field. Yes, you're correct about that. And it's just you have to keep going and kind of setting yourself apart year after year and then just get noticed that way. And it's my second year in business. So, I think I'm doing pretty well in a sense that, people are noticing my work and they're liking it, which is, thank God.
And I'd imagine that finance background definitely came in handy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because I'm the only person running my company as of now. I hire people here and there like stylists and makeup artists, obviously, because without the whole, industry being involved in a fashion line, you can't really you can't do it by yourself. But in terms of running my own company, it's all me, and my different backgrounds really help. And I did a lot of work while I was at FIT as well, where I interned for Mercedes-Benz New York Fashion Week and, Betsy Johnson. I've been kind of all over the place in the industry just to, acquire that knowledge so that I'm able to run my company.
And how do you juggle everything? I mean, you're running your own company, designing these collections, you're 8 months pregnant, have a family. I guess, how do you balance all this?
My husband helps me out, thank God for him. And, it's something that I love to do. So I try to multitask and keep myself organized. Otherwise, it's all about being focused and having this, I have this dream of where I want to be eventually, which is in department stores and high-end ones especially. So I just keep focused and I keep going and going. Even if I have issues or problems or anything like that, I just kind of throw it on the back burner and just keep going. And,
So as of right now, are your clothes specifically online only, or are they currently in some stores in the area?
No, I'm doing private sale only
Okay.
as of now. But, my goal is to get into stores and department stores and stuff like that. Small boutiques I'm going to start out with. So I'm getting ready for that. It's just that, production, I need to have the proper production in order to, live up to my reputation and stuff. So I'm working on that right now.
And what would you say would be the biggest misconception of your profession? Because I work actually in the garment district in New York
Mm-hmm.
City, and I see a lot of people, busting their butts. But to a lot of outsiders, they just kind of see the one side, the runway, the fashion shows, but they don't realize how much work goes into it. Can you just give us an idea of a day in the life of Sadia Hussein?
Oh my God, you're so right about that. People are always see the romantic side of this industry and they don't see the night and days that you're, fixing up samples, getting everything ready, like 3, 4 hour conversations just to, explain design and concept to, people helping you out. In terms of my samples and stuff, I do my own sample pieces, then have them kind of sent back to Pakistan. So that's like a big hub for me in terms of my manufacturing. And, I have them sent back there, then they send them back here. So then it's like such a long process where from start to finish, it takes about like 6 to 7 months just to get a collection out there. Sewing, I've been sewing now for like 7 years myself. So that's a huge thing as well. And just to get collections ready for models because, obviously everybody has different body types and stuff. So that's a huge process as well. Like for New York Fashion Week, it took me like 2, 3 months just to get my collection perfect, just to walk down the runway for that.
And what's the best piece of advice you could give all aspiring designers and entrepreneurs in the fashion industry, or who hope to get into the fashion industry, I should say?
You have to work very, very hard. There's a lot of competition. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that are going to try to sell you a dream. And you have to know the difference between that. And if you do ever get caught in that type of situation, you have to just keep going and say, you know what, like it was a learning experience. But the number one thing is work hard and just keep going. You have to keep going.
Wise words. Well, Sadia, I really do thank you for the time. Before we let you go, we know fans can follow you on Twitter at House of Sadia. Where else can they find you and your collection online?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest. I'm like all over the place. And you can also check out my website. It's www.houseofsadiaretail.com.
Very cool, very cool. Well, thank you so much for the time. I definitely look forward to checking out the collection at Jersey City Fashion Week.